All right, so I made it in time.
Good evening. Happy Freedom Weekend. We are so excited for all of you that have joined us tonight on this July 3rd. My name is Jen Mango, and we are about to take you through just in a little over 30 minutes, or a little less than 30 minutes actually, what this Plexus thing is all about. I want to encourage you, if you are hopping on the call just now, go ahead and mute yourself if that's possible. We've done that for those of you who've already joined us. And then make sure that you get back in touch with the person that invited you to this call tonight, and they'll be happy to help you.
Let me read a standard disclosure statement. The following information that we're presenting is by independent ambassadors of Plexus Worldwide. Plexus makes no guarantees of income, such as representations may be misleading. Your success depends on your effort, commitment, skill, and leadership abilities, and how effectively you exercise those qualities.
So, as I said, my name is Jen Mango.
And I'm Phil Mango.
And I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide.
And I'm a Senior Ruby Ambassador.
And we are so grateful, as you'll find out a little bit later in this call, what that means. We are super, super blessed to be a part of Plexus, and we hope to share just a little bit of information with you tonight about that journey. Our journey actually started in July of 2013. I was a newly staying at home mama, had been working in the workplace, needed income, but had decided to stay at home for the summer, and quickly found that I needed another additional source of income. I wasn't looking at Plexus for income, but that's what found me. And I looked at the products for weight loss, found that, and so much more. I got in it for the deal, and Phil was my typical skeptical husband who was like, we'll pay for it once, and if you want it again in the next month, you're going to have to figure out how to pay for it on your own, or actually earn the income in order to pay for that. We, like I said, experienced weight loss. We experienced so much more than that. Phil had plantar fasciitis, and that disappeared very quickly, as well as a number of other ailments and things that we had dealt with all of our lives. And then the thing that we gained was the freedom, and I can't even begin to explain what that freedom has been like, but hopefully we'll be able to do that for you tonight. So what is Plexus?
Let me give you a little bit of a 60-second history of Plexus Worldwide. The company was started in 2006, and interestingly enough, distributing breast check health kits. Basically, these were and are kits that allow you to do early detection for breast health. Essentially, the company started doing that in 2006. In 2008, our current CEO, Charles Robinson, purchased the company. And then in 2009 is when we had the hockey stick upswing. Our flagship product, Plexus Slim, was developed and just made huge differences in people's lives by balancing blood sugars that led to so many other great things in their health journey. In 2011, our president, Alec Clark, joined, and then again through phenomenal growth in 2015. When we started in 2006, doing a couple $1 million a year in sales, in 2015, we did nearly $500 million in sales, and there's currently over 400,000 ambassadors working with Plexus Worldwide. Another great accomplishment was that Plexus was named the number 8 on the Inc. 500 fastest growing companies in the U.S.
And why would we have that kind of success? I have to go back to our products. Our products are the crux of what makes this business so successful and why you see it all over your newsfeed, all over your Facebook posts. And that's because we have products that are the most natural products in the market. We have products that people need, and we don't have a gazillion products. We have 16 products that we feel like really successfully address the concerns that so many people have. We, like Phil talked about, our flagship product, which is Plexus Slim. We jumped in and started taking that and saw that it regulated our blood sugar, saw that it made us have additional energy, saw that it was helping us sleep better, saw that it was helping us curb those cravings and those sugar habits that were so hard to break. As we started dabbing into and started taking other products, we realized that there were so many other things that we were lacking in our system. And it really, although the picture looks like there's a lot there, we really have effective tools that are that you can place in a simple routine to incorporate into your already busy lifestyle to make work and be effective for you and those around you. So when we look at our products, we'd like to think of them in kind of three categories. We know that the biggest concerns out there today, for most of you probably on this call, it falls in one or more of these categories. You want to lose weight. You want to feel a little bit slimmer, trimmer, and have more energy. Maybe you want to just improve your overall gut health. We know that gut health is the crux of our health, and up to 80% of the things that we suffer from chronically can be directly correlated to your gut. And then maybe you suffer from something with discomfort. And so we have several products that will address discomfort, such as our Ease Cream capsules and our nerve support. And then I would like to just mention that when we started, like I said, we started with Slim, but now we have found such huge benefits from our Triplex, our Mega X, which is our omegas, our plant-based omegas, X Factor, which has kept our family healthy and out of the doctor's office, and our new products, Block and Edge. We are so excited. We have just come off of the heels of our annual convention, and we were introduced to two new products. One of our products we had, but we had it new and improved, which is our Block, and it actually does what it says. It blocks up to 48% of excess carbs and sugars. The great thing about this is all of us need to be maintaining our blood sugar, whether we are in that pre-diabetic or diabetic range or not. We need to be balancing that because our diets in America today are full of excess carbs and sugars. So we have seen it's an immediate release, so you take it with your meal, and I can tell you that we have really seen in the last 3 weeks a huge difference in our appetites as well as our portions with this product. And then our other new product is Edge, and what the research shows is that up to 85% of people wake up saying that they're tired. We know that a third of Americans go to some sort of energy supplement, drink, food, caffeine in their day. And this is a product that is a natural released, natural sustained energy. It also helps with improved focus and clarity of mind. And we are also noticing as a side benefit that it also helps with your appetite. So these two products together, the Edge is non-habit forming and won't build up in your system. So what you take today and how you feel and respond to it is probably the same way that you're going to feel a month from now in taking it, and not have a buildup in your system where you need more and more and more, which we all know has happened so often with caffeine.
So what we love about Plexus is that they're constantly adding great new products to our product mix and improving the existing products. But we don't want you to just take our word for it. We'd like to hear from Jill Werness.
Yes, and Jill is actually a natural certified health coach, and she also happens to be a new Emerald ambassador with Plexus Worldwide out of North Carolina. Let's hear what Jill has to say.
Hi, I'm Jill Werness. I'm a certified health coach and Plexus ambassador, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about why I love our triplex system. They are 3 wonderful products that address the 3 main body systems that I focus on here in my clinic. So let's start out with the Slim, regulating blood sugar. This is so key to overall health. It is that up and down spiking of glucose that leads to advanced aging and cellular inflammation. And we know that cellular inflammation is what's behind most 21st century wonky diseases, whether it's MS, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, cancers, depression. It's cellular inflammation that is the culprit behind it. So regulating that blood sugar is so critical, and the ingredient chromium in there really helps to do that. I also like that it has Garcinia cambogia in it, and that helps take away those sugar cravings. It helps burn fat and also stabilize our mood. And then we move on to the ProBio 5, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite product because I'm all about gut health. 80% of our immunity starts in the gut. The gut is the second brain, and we have got to take care of that by repopulating it with good bacteria. Because of the standard American diet and the amount of over-the-counter meds and antibiotics that we use here in America, we do not have enough good, strong gut bacteria. The abundance of bad guys have taken over, and there are no more good guys left to counterbalance that. And so we're left with a weakened immunity. So folks who are struggling with autoimmune disorders really need to take a look at their gut. Everybody needs to address the gut. And so the ProBio 5 goes in and repopulates it with good, healthy bacteria. Plus, if there's an abundance of yeast overgrowth, the ProBio 5 can go in there and kill that off. Now, yeast is very sneaky. It likes to hide itself in a protective shield. And there's an enzyme in the ProBio 5 that goes in there and breaks down that protective barrier so that the yeast overgrowth can be killed out and wiped out of the body. There's over 200 symptoms associated with yeast overgrowth, and that's everything from depression, anxiety, joint pain, insomnia. The list just goes on and on and on. So love the ProBio 5. And then what do we need to do last? We need to detox. We have to get this stuff out of the body. So the BioCleanse works in that it detoxifies the kidneys, the liver, the colon. It just sweeps all the bad guys out. And it has a great amount of magnesium in it, which I love, because 50% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. And when we look at the list of symptoms associated with magnesium deficiency, gosh, it goes from heart palpitations to restless leg syndrome. Magnesium is called the relaxation mineral, so we all need it in our diet. So I love the triplex system. I am a huge fan. I put all of my clients on it for the first 60 days. It just does so many wonderful things for the body. I hope you learned something today, and we'll see you next time.
Wow, is that not amazing? I love when we have people with the credibility that really get behind our products, that she's a natural certified health coach. She was that before she found Plexus, and why she took the jump on the opportunity you're going to see here in just a second. But it all starts and goes back to the products.
So as we kind of slow things down for a second, we always like to know what your why is. And for some people that are joining this call tonight, your why might be that you're just sick of the place that you've been from a health perspective, and you're looking for a way to get more healthy. For others, it's taking hold of a business opportunity so that you can pull yourself from the circumstances that you're in and get to a better future. And as we'll tell you here shortly, Jen and I were in that position 3 years ago. And then for others, it's about doing both. And you can do that with Plexus. You're here with the right company, with the right products at the right time. So let me tell you what Harvard Business School recently shared in one of their studies. They suggested that in order for a multi-level marketing opportunity to qualify as ground floor, the number of existing distributors, or what we call ambassadors, should be less than 0.5% of the population. For example, here in the United States, it's 300 million. So in other words, if there are less than 1.5 million people currently enrolled in Plexus, then Harvard Business School says that that would be a great opportunity. They also go on to say that if less than 500,000 people are involved, you would be on a cutting edge of a great opportunity. And I'm here to tell you that as of last month, Plexus Worldwide has less than 440,000 distributors. So you are in the right place at the right time.
That's awesome.
So let me tell you about the Plexus compensation plan and why we're so passionate about it and why we share it with as many people as possible. There are 11 different ways that you can get paid, and what we love is when you start, you can get paid every week, and then there's 10 other ways that you get paid monthly. I also love the fact that I can break it up into short-term and long-term compensation. So let me show you how the wealth is spread from the top earners all the way down to people like you who are thinking about starting. So the first way that you're paid is through personal volume. This is based on revenue from customers that you bring on, as well as the revenue from your own personal orders. So on the dollars 100 through 499 in revenue, in sales, you're paid 15%. The great thing with Plexus is when you go over $500 and above, it's 25% commission retro back to that first $100. The first $100 goes to Plexus to cover costs, but dollars 100 through and above are to you. So for example, $1,000 in PV, if you did $1,100 in PV, you take the first 100 back to the company and you make 25% on $1,000. The second way that you're paid is through preferred customer bonuses. So this is really simple. This is when people sign up to get their products on auto ship. They get a benefit of a 10% discount in their products. And then for doing so, you actually get a bonus from Plexus for having them on auto ship. So for example, the triplex that we just heard about from Jill pays a $20 bonus each and every month. Okay, let's move on to the rest of the short-term compensation. The third way, excuse me, you get paid with Plexus is through business builder bonuses. Every time an ambassador joins your team with a welcome pack, which by the way is the absolute cheapest way to get your products from Plexus, and you're offered that one time, you'll receive a weekly bonus paid of between $5 and $49, depending on which level that person joined at. You get paid up to 4 levels down. Number 4, the rank achievement bonus. So as you are building your business with Plexus and you decide you want to grow a team, you start earning bonuses from the first level, which is silver, and that's having 3 people join your team, all the way up to senior ruby. Those bonuses range from $100 to $750. The 5th way is the fast start achievement bonus. And take those bonuses, and if you can achieve the rank of gold, for example, which is having 100 points, in your first 30 days, that bonus, as well as the silver bonus, is doubled. So in your first 30 days, for example, you could earn $700 on the 15th of next month. Okay, let's transition into the long-term compensation. First off is number 6, the profit sharing pool. When you reach the jewel status, which is emerald, sapphire, and diamond, you get all sorts of great perks. And as Jen mentioned, she's an emerald ambassador, and she's been there for 2 years. So she earns a 3% profit sharing just with the jewel ambassadors. And I can tell you this is several $1,000s every month just for being a jewel ambassador.
It's awesome.
Number 7 is the Plexus Lexus, and we've got a couple of these basically. So Jen earned hers 2 years ago. It's a Lexus ES350 that she chose, and Plexus gives us $500 a month when you're an emerald or sapphire. When you reach the level of diamond, they up it to $1,000 a month, and you get a GX or LX or a very large, beautiful Lexus. Honey, do you enjoy driving your Lexus?
I love my Lexus. You actually asked for permission to drive my Lexus.
That's right.
Which I love also.
Let's hit the last few points of long-term compensation. The 8th way you get paid is through again, another pool, which is Sapphire. So this is exclusively for sapphires and diamonds. It's an additional 1% of profits. The 9th way is the diamond pool. Now, there are currently about 155 diamonds around the country. And so think about the numbers I shared earlier.
Those big numbers you shared earlier.
$500 million in sales. And when you break down and look at the profits, 1% of those profits are distributed among 155 people.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Pool.
So when you're in diamond, you get the emerald pool, you get the sapphire pool, and you get the diamond pool. So when we show the income disclosures here in a minute, you're going to see the great opportunity that the Plexus compensation plan affords. Number 10 is retail override commission. So Jen, I actually work for you. I'm underneath you.
I am your boss.
I'm a level 1 ambassador, which means that $1,100 in PV that I mentioned before, if I did that in June, remember that first $100 goes to Plexus. So on that $1,000 of revenue that Jen had nothing to do with, she's going to earn 5% or $50 from those sales. Now just imagine, as we experience, Jen has over 100 level 1 ambassadors. So she's getting a 5% override on every single one of those level 1 ambassadors PV each and every month.
Yeah, and with no cap. Like I can keep adding and keep growing that number. So that number is going to continue to increase.
Here's the last way that you get paid, and it's my favorite. It's called pay points. This is how Plexus shares its profits with us. A pay point is essentially the profit sharing, and it's anywhere from $2.60 to $3. It's been higher in the past as well. So use $3 as a simple number in your mind. You're paid up to 7 levels down. So in other words, a level 1 ambassador, someone that personally sponsors, all the way down to a 6th degree of separation, someone that you may not have met who might be in another state that is on your team and that earns you a point. So I'm Jen's level 1 ambassador. When I turn points, in other words, I have $100 in personal volume. That's either through my own personal orders or somebody ordering from my website. Then she gets 5 points. Again, remember the point is worth around $3, so that's $15 a month. So when you're getting started,
doesn't seem like very much at first.
You might have 10 points or 15 points, and that's $45 a month.
How many points did we finish with?
Well, I can tell you that we have well over 3,500 points right now. So before we do anything, before we do an opportunity meeting, before we share our passion for these products, there's nearly $10,000 coming into our account from Plexus. It's pretty exciting, and that's why we love pay points.
Yes, we do.
So I just mentioned some numbers, and I know for you, those of you on the call, this might not make a lot of sense, but you're going to have to just trust me that this compensation works, and it's one of the best ones out there. So let's talk about, Jen, what'd you do in your first 30 days?
Okay, so back in July of 2013, I was not looking to build a business. I was looking to make enough money to pay for my product in August because I loved it so much. And remember, I said Phil wouldn't let me purchase it unless I had earned that income back. And so in my first full month, I ended up recruiting 6 new ambassadors. I sold $1,850, I think, in PV. That meant people buying the product. I had 7 preferred customers, and 3 of those ambassadors that I had in that first month did what Phil just explained in terms of turn points, which meant that they had somebody purchase from them. And so with those numbers, I ended up earning over $800 from the following. I ranked silver, which means that I had 3 or more personally sponsored qualified ambassadors. That sounds like a lot, but just basically 3 people that joined the company. That gave me $100. I had 15 pay points because those 3 ambassadors turned points. So that was $45. I made that PV, that 25% off of that $1,850. We took out the 100, so that would be off of $1,750, was $437.50. Looks kind of like a car payment to most. I had a preferred customer bonuses of $80, and I had a 5% override, which was small but still great, $32. In addition to that monthly check, I had business builder bonuses, which is what's paid weekly, and almost $150. So again, over $800 in that first 30 days of not even really knowing what I was doing. I was just sharing on Facebook, sharing my results, being excited about the products, and it all came to me in the first 30 days.
So the next thing I want to share for those of you that are watching online, and if you're listening in, is that Plexus discloses its annual ambassador income. So there's no guesswork. There's no just taking Phil and Jen's word for it. You can see these disclosures. And basically, as a senior Ruby ambassador and an Emerald ambassador, we combine to make well over $160,000. And if you reach the rank of Diamond ambassador, the average annual income
that's disclosed
is over $440,000 a year, all by sharing products that work, that have a 60-day money-back guarantee on a 30-day supply, and by helping people achieve their dreams.
Yeah, again, the people that we have met in this company time and time again proved to be genuine people, proved to be just like you and me, somebody that maybe didn't have all the experience of going in and knowing about sales and understanding those, and really jumping in just with some blind faith because we believed in the products.
So let's talk about one of those people, our diamond upline, Rainey Anderson, who's diamond gold, which means not only is she a diamond, but she got to re-enter under herself and become a gold ambassador. Plexus allows you to do that, as well as allows you to work with your significant other. She also joined Plexus in 2013. She turned diamond in April of 2014. Let's listen to Rainey for a few minutes.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this call this evening. We are excited and we are passionate about the information we bring you. My name, as Phil said, is Rainey Anderson, and I have the distinct privilege of being a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. Wow, that never gets old saying that. I want to share a story with you guys from my past. I know of a woman who was given an opportunity to invest in a company many years ago, and that investment required a $5,000 fee. This woman was excited about the opportunity. She knew that the return on investment could be huge for her family, like blessings beyond belief. However, $5,000 is $5,000, and it was really difficult to part with. And let's face it, it was a risk. Long story short, she decided not to make the investment in the company. And I'm here to share with you that that company was Blockbuster Video, and that woman was my mama. And that's really difficult to see somebody that you care about so much pass on an opportunity and really live with regret for many, many years. It's still something she talks about to this day. So I want to fast forward time to 2013 and introduce to you the person I am. I'm like many of you. I'm a parent, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, and life just happens. You get into your routine. I was a stay-at-home mama, and I absolutely love that title. But let's just face it, life happens, and sometimes it happens in a major way and an unexpected way. And I was suddenly faced with raising my daughter on my own, and that was very, very scary. So let me share with you guys. I am non-degreed. I'd been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years, and now it was up to me to provide for my daughter solely. I did what I feel like any person in this position would do, and that was A, pray, and B, get to interviewing. Now, luckily, I was offered a job pretty immediately, but it just didn't feel right. The idea of not being able to take Sadie to school on a daily basis and be there for her really didn't settle well with me. The routine, the mundane, all of a sudden became a luxury, and I knew there had to be a better way. I found myself on Facebook and learned that Plexus was a business opportunity as well. And I decided to jump in with both feet and make a go of this. And y'all, I'm so grateful that I did. Within a year of joining the company, I became a Diamond Ambassador. And I'm here to share with you that the way that this opportunity has changed our lives has been abundant. It's blessings beyond belief, and we're so very grateful that we took the opportunity. So I'm here to share with you that Plexus changes lives for health and wellness, as well as financial opportunity. I have been able to provide for my daughter in big ways, in keeping a roof over her head for sure, but also being able to take vacations and private lessons and just luxuries as well. More importantly, we have time freedom, and I'm able to be with her whenever she needs me and whenever I need to be there. So I'm grateful for you all for allowing me to share a little bit of my story with you, and I pray upon you, don't let this be your Blockbuster missed opportunity. Plexus is the real deal, and I'm proof of it. Thank you all so very much.
Love, love, love Rainey's story, and that was just a snippet of it, but she is really has a heart of gold and is the real deal, and so grateful that she was able to share just a little bit with us tonight in her journey. So, we have talked a lot tonight about the products. We've talked about our story. We've talked about the company and where we've come from. And Phil did a great job of sharing with you the comp plan, which can get confusing, but is so integral to knowing. We really feel from the bottom of our heart that we are with the right company at the right time. He shared that Harvard Business School statistic, and I believe that that's so true when you look back at other companies, that's where they had their major success with those people that were at the beginning of the company. We do have amazing products that have a 60-day money-back guarantee, and that guarantee is rolling so that somebody can try a product. Not maybe it doesn't work for them, so they go to the next one. I like to say that our products work for everyone, but for everyone in a different way, and that should be important to you because that means that they're working for you as they need to work for your body, not just for mine. And then we know that this is an income opportunity that is second to none. And we know, because we love a deal, that everybody likes a deal. And we want to share that with you, one of those with you today.
So before we get to the deal, I'll tell you that everyone starts with Plexus as a customer. There's 3 different types of customers that you can be. And we want you to think about this before we share the deal with you. Which one you think makes sense for you? First is a preferred customer. And this is simply trying the products out, giving it a 30-day supply, a 60-day money-back guarantee, getting it at a very a discounted price, 10% off of retail pricing, and being a preferred customer. Some of you might want to take the route of being a personal use ambassador. This is a customer that has products, but maybe they want to put their family members on it. It's much like having a Costco executive membership where you're purchasing your own products and you're getting a little bit money back based on those purchases. And the last way is the way Jen and I did this. We started back in 2013 without 2 nickels to rub together. Jen wanted to spend $150 on our products and the membership fee, which was $34.95. And I basically had $500 left in the account. And I said, if you don't cover this cost by next month, we won't be able to do Plexus. Well, you saw that in her first few weeks, she made over $800. What we didn't share with you was that the next month it was over $1,800, and it grew. It has grown and grown and grown each and every month since that first month. So being a business building ambassador says, I'm going to take the products, I'm going to share them with family and friends, I'm going to post on Facebook and other social media, and I'm going to make my situation change for the better. I'm tired of working 9 to 5. I'm tired of struggling to make ends meet, and Plexus is a vehicle which I can make my dreams become my reality. That's being a business building ambassador. So if you want those opportunities, we can share with you this, our commitment to you as a team.
We do. We feel that it's very important that you don't just get signed up and then we move on to the next person. We very strongly believe in training, coaching, and sharing together. This business is all about duplication. I say this all the time, that I would not be able to be successful with this business if I didn't have social media and the ability to copy what somebody else does awesome and with a great job.
We're also about personal development, helping you grow as a person, learn to do things that you wouldn't otherwise do, conquer fears, and grow personally through Plexus.
And we feel very strongly that our ministry is so much about your journey and helping you get to those health goals, to those wealth goals, and really to change your life from just one little pink drink and totally turn it around.
And then lastly, we're a one Plexus culture, which means whether you're on our team or another team or under us or under somebody else, we're going to support you and help you reach those goals. So here's the deal. Plexus has a Freedom 2016, basically declaring freedom. That $34.95 that I mentioned is now $19.99. I mean, a discount for just joining. Can you think of a business you could start for $20?
Nope.
No.
Not one that I would make any money back at anyway. Right. This is an amazing opportunity, you guys. I mean, I don't know how many times you've tossed away, spent $20 and never looked back twice at where that went. But what if this could be the $20 that you sow into your life and into your family's life, that a year from now you're sitting in a situation much like ours where you're going, wow, so much has changed in the last 12 months, all because I said yes. And what if to the possibility of freedom with Plexus?
So now what?
Now we want you to get back with that person that has invited you. We've shared lots of information, but we are positive and sure that you have more questions. We want to make sure that you understand that the next step is really an easy one. It's finding out from your sponsor, their website, and getting online and signing up. It takes less than 10 minutes, and you will be able to have the ability to sell, share the business opportunity, or whatever you like within the next 10 minutes after that.
Because you don't have to have inventory.
Nope.
You get a website from Plexus.
Yes.
You just have to be able to share with people online, and there you go.
And that's all. And you don't have to know everything to get started. I certainly didn't, and you can see where it's led me. It's been a journey, one that I will treasure and thank God for the rest of my life, for directing my path here. And we do these calls every single week. So you can imagine yourself being here with us next week with 3 of the people that maybe you've talked to or that are in your life right now that you're thinking, gosh, these products would be good for. Wow, I know this person needs to make an extra income, and just see where you might be by the end of the summer.
Yeah, there's quite a few. There's a few dozen people on this call right now, and we appreciate you being here. I know that next week there'll probably be close to 100 people on this call, so it's going to keep growing and growing. Why don't you catch that wave with us? We thank you for sharing the time. We wish you nothing but the best. A happy 4th, and
go Plexus. Thanks, guys.